Very good evening. Tonight we all need to take a deep breath. Yes, calm down. Things have gone out of control. We need perspective here. From the capital to the vales of Kashmir, there is an unprecedented assault on sovereignty. I'm saying this with great responsibility. And as always, I base my observations on the hard facts that I'm presenting right up front on the show. Hard fact 1. In the capital, separatists are courted by a college in the name of free speech. Yes, Ramjas College of Delhi University invited an individual who has been booked for sedition, who has a proven track record in running down India, who thinks that India's enemies like Burhan Wani are revolutionaries like Che Guevara. Hard fact 2. In the Kashmir Valley, mainstream netas liken stone pelters to freedom fighters, and I'm not talking about separatists here. I'm not talking about park agents. I'm talking about tall leaders like Farooq Abdullah of the National Conference, deputies of his in that party, and also across the aisle in the PDP, which is an alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Here are those sound bites. Listen to them.
Bachu Korbani Diwan Chu Tumchu cha MLA Banu ya MP Banu ya Minister Banu Tumchu Korbani Diwan Asdiyu Banun Haq Ichisan Zameen Amik Malik Chus
जब एक साइड से गन हो, लाठी हो, नौजवान चलता है, फिरता है, तो जब गनगरज हो, गन का डर हो, खौफ हो, वो अपने डिफेंस में मुझे लग रहा है वो पत्थर फेंक रहा है।
आज़ादी आप समझे इसको क्या कुछ आप समझे, ये यहाँ के लोगों के दिलों की तर्जमानी है। जो यहाँ के बच्चे सड़कों पर हैं, चाहे वो स्टोन पेल्टर्स हैं, चाहे वो अदरवाइज फ्रीडम फाइटर्स हैं, जो भी हैं, उनके जज्बात की तर्जमानी उन्होंने की।
And that brings us to hard fact 3. At the center, the NDA sees a conspiracy by an alliance of subversives. This is being put out by the Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley in London. We will move quickly to asking basic questions tonight. And I'm asking that question of all those who have now heard those hard facts. And the question is simple. Considering the hard facts, can anyone doubt with any responsibility the conclusions reached by the center that there is an alliance of subversion that has taken hold of our young minds, and that alliance is militating against the national interest? Let me throw this open tonight. Joining us, Tarek Fatah, author, joining us from the capital. Also with us, Major General G.D. Bakshi, Dr. Sambit Patra of the Bharatiya Janata Party, the national spokesperson of the party, Professor Dinesh Varshney of the CPI, Aslam Goni, senior lawyer and former political advisor to Farooq Abdullah, who can perhaps tell us why his former boss today thinks that Kashmiris, in fact, deserve freedom, and that stone pelters are the gifts of God, in fact, to this land. Also, Dr Abha Dev Habib with us, Secretary, Democratic Teachers Front. I want to first begin with you, Aslam Goni, and I want to ask you a straightforward question. Very straightforward question tonight. And this question, today, the answer to which all of India wants to hear. Can an assault on India's sovereignty be justified and defended in the name of free speech? I'm asking you, Mr. Goni.
Assault on sovereignty of India cannot be tolerated or justified on any account. But you got to apply your mind that today the statement, whatever is being attributed to Dr. Farooq Abdullah, and his previous statement also about the issue. According to me, Dr. Farooq Abdullah remains a very senior politician of the state who remained unfringed even at the time when whole state was gripped with the militancy and bloodshed. And he was the person to come forward and form a government here in Jammu and Kashmir state. What has gone wrong as on today, I would like to ask you and your channel also.
Oh.
That political leaders of his stature
I see.
are coming out with such statements.
Well, maybe, sir. Maybe they are losing
have
support
polarized-
desperately.
please
they have been
listen. Please
marginalized
listen.
in the
Please
state.
listen. Please listen.
And they don't quite
Please
know
listen.
how to get back to power
Please
except
listen.
for
Don't
playing
interrupt me.
cynical
Please
games.
listen to me.
No, one second,
I
Mr.
want
Lone.
to be a little
Mr.
serious
Ghani,
about the whole issue.
Mr. Goni,
I want
Mr.
to be a
Goni.
little serious about the whole issue.
We are being very serious.
So as on today, I am putting a question to my own self. That what is happening? What is happening in this country?
Please do your introspection somewhere else.
Why such a huge divide? Why the people at different places in different shapes?
Okay. Different
Are
people of
critical
different states.
of
Let me, hang on.
their
I'm
own
not going to,
country.
Aslam Goni, I'm
This-
not going to
this
cut you
should
off or
be-
challenge
this
you
should
right
be
up front right
something
now.
which
One
needs
second.
all of us to put our
I'll tell
heads
you why.
together.
I'll tell you why, sir.
You know, the present BJP government, the NDA government, has unfortunately created this situation.
Right. They
by
put the
making
stones
very
in the hands of pelters, not
irresponsible
Pakistan.
Statements.
They are the ones who are shooting. No, they are the ones who are shooting our braves, not Pakistan-backed terrorists and separatists. Sir, come on. Aslam Goni. Shake off your, shake off the yoke of Pakistani bondage that has today captured you, sir. Please, relax. There are no votes to be won in this particular debate.
See,
one minute. I want to open this up.
With you people. This is what is wrong with you people.
Now just one second.
Anybody talking sense?
Aslam Goni, no one is talking sense here. You're talking sedition.
I am very responsible.
Not talking sense, you're talking sedition.
I said at outset that there cannot be any justification for attacking the sovereignty of the country. And still you will repeat.
All patriotic people, all you people. What are you?
Fixed audio.
No, all patriotic people are all you people.
I'm sorry. I many
what do you
times
mean, you people?
Come on your channel.
What do you mean, you
Because
people,
you
we
have got a
people, I
fixed
people?
audio for
Who's
it.
the you people? Are you foreigners? What are you saying?
People, I mean you. The
This is
channel.
not the manner in which you conduct a debate.
Oh, really, ma'am? Are you telling me?
No. This is the manner. This is the manner in which you are to be
Okay. One second,
Because
Mr. Goni.
You should be shouting,
you have
Bharat
got
tere tukde ho, then you should be happy.
Yeah, that's the debate
You
they
should not
want.
conduct the debate this manner.
Let's
where
all
you-
join that
You
debate.
should not conduct the debate where you should say good for India. You should be saying, Bharat
Okay.
tere tukde ho.
Okay, let me ask this.
Mile. Then Madam and Mr. Ghani, both of them would be happy and their agenda would be satisfied. Now, Mr. Ghani.
Yes, Mr.
sorry
Samir
if I'm taking
Patra,
your
you are
blame
on that
wrong.
agenda. You
Yeah,
are
Mr.
working on that agenda.
Mr. Ghani, let me show
You are
the mirror
working
to
on
you.
that agenda.
I have heard you.
You are creating
Mr. Ghani,
more
let
and
me
more
tell you,
trouble for the
however hard
mother
you may
India.
try to
You are the
divide this
people
country,
responsible for
however
creating
hard
more
you may
trouble.
try to take away Kashmir, you will not
Yes,
be victorious.
yes, I know,
Now, Rahul,
I
just
know,
want
and
to-
you know it,
Mr. Ghani,
that
we
what
heard
kind
you
of
for 10
politics
minutes.
you are playing.
Please, don't
What
pelt
kind of
stones at
politics-
me.
what
Please
kind
tell
of
him.
politics you are
Please
playing
tell him
for
to stop pelting
just bloody
stones at me.
petty vote
Sir, please
bank.
don't pelt stones at me. Be tolerant. Be tolerant.
Okay.
Thank you,
No,
sir.
I
Thank
know
you so
it
much.
and you
Now
know
hear
it
me.
personally.
Okay.
I need not
Please
to
don't pelt
make you
stones,
understand.
sir.
No, one second.
Don't
Gentlemen,
annoy.
let me
Don't
come in here.
annoy.
Please,
Democratic
Aslam Goni.
discussion.
What kind of politics?
Okay, we've heard your rant now.
I want to
For the
make a
last
quick
7
point.
minutes, you've
I
been
want to make a
ranting.
quick point
I
over
asked you
here.
a simple
Allow me.
question.
Allow me.
All you've been doing is now ranting. Now, can you please let others also speak on the show, please,
if,
Mr. Goni?
Because you don't want to believe.
Mr. Goni, can you let someone else speak on the show, for God's sake?
allow others to speak. What is this behavior?
Can you allow somebody else to speak? Someone wants it to be a debate. You want it to be a monologue. Okay.
That is the agenda of the...
Can I please complete?
Okay. Calm down.
Please, can I complete?
You've had your say.
Can I
Calm down.
please
One
complete?
second,
Can I
Dr.
complete?
Patra. I'll just come down to you. Because there is someone sitting next to you, Dr. Abha Dev Habib, who thinks that the debate should be conducted in a different manner. Now, I want to ask you, ma'am, what is the debate when colleges and universities invite an individual who gets up and says that one of India's greatest foes is actually a revolutionary like Che Guevara. And I want to ask you, can an assault on India's sovereignty be justified in the name of free speech? Should these individuals be courted in the name of free speech? Ms. Habib, Dr. Habib.
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. I want to say this कि अरुण जेटली बात रखते हैं, मिनिस्टर की तरह बात नहीं रखते, एबीवीपी नेता की तरह बात रखते हैं, और बजाय इसके कहने के कि कैंपसेस पे वायलेंस हम टॉलरेट नहीं करेंगे, जो भी हो वो लॉ अपना कोर्स ले, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के तहत सारी बातें हों, वो एक और खड़े होकर बात करते हैं बिल्कुल एबीवीपी नेता की तरह।
You have not answered my question.
एक मिनट मुझे बात रखने दीजिए, मैं आपके आंसर कर रही हूँ। आप अपना डिबेट शुरू करते हैं कंक्लूजन के साथ।
नो नो नो,
यूनिवर्सिटीज ऐसी स्पेसेस
हार्ड फैक्ट्स के साथ। मैंने कौन सा कंक्लूजन किया, आप मुझे बताइए।
हार्ड फैक्ट
व्हाट इज द कंक्लूजन?
आप बताइए कि क्या
इज इट नॉट अ फैक्ट? नो, वन सेकंड, नो, लेट्स गो ओवर द हार्ड फैक्ट्स।
नहीं, आप मुझे बात नहीं करने दे रहे।
Excuse me,
आप ये नहीं कहने दे रहे कि आपके पास एक प्रूफ है कि उमर खालिद के खिलाफ चार्जशीट हुआ। मैं सिर्फ ये
there is an FIR, he's booked for sedition. The matter is going to be coming up. One second, doctor, 1 second. You see, you asked me
तमाम नेताओं के खिलाफ तमाम
आपने कहा कि let's do a debate. Now you asked me a question, you made an accusation. Can I come back on the accusation, or are you going to just keep
प्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं जहां पे लोग पत्थर मारे एक दूसरे पे?
Am I shouting at you?
बात ही नहीं रखने दे रहे।
Am I shouting at you?
See,
Why are you shouting?
He asked to come to be part of your debate.
No.
You have
Why
to
are you
allow me
shouting?
to speak.
Why are you shouting?
No,
I'm asking you a question.
Madam, we have dedicated 70 years to keep India together. Why are you breaking this country? 3 hours of your travel?
Break तो आप कर रहे हैं।
Thousands of years of journey of India, and you want to break that journey? No, both the left, please don't speak together. My question is, thousands of years of India's journey, and people like you like to break this journey?
बात कह रहे हैं आप, झारखंड में 2 कैटल ट्रेडर्स को टांग देते हैं।
अरे forget the cattle traders, ma'am. I'm asking you a simple question.
Shame.
I'm asking you a simple question tonight.
बताइए, कमाल है।
Forget them.
Can I ask you a simple question tonight? Why are you diverting this? Why don't you answer? I want to ask you a simple question, ma'am, tonight. Should a person...
Don't throw it. And then you want
One
to
second.
talk about violence.
You see, the problem is...
You condone the killing in the Chhattisgarh.
The problem is...
And you condone now you are complaining about violence in the campament.
General Bakshi, the Kargil martyr, your daughter has been threatened with the gang rape.
Excuse me, there is a gentleman called Tarek Fatah sitting there who has been threatened with beheading.
My daughter also, she's daughter.
There is a gentleman called Tarek Fatah sitting there who has been threatened with beheading.
Yes.
No, doctor, why don't you come and condemn? Condemn those that are threatening Tarek Fatah for beheading.
Yes,
we condemn that.
Okay, so now listen to me. You condemn it, so now listen to me. Then condemn those individuals who stand up today and say that terrorists like Vani are revolutionaries. You tell me that, like Che Guevara. Where is the comparison there? Doctor, tell me. No, do you believe a terrorist is a revolutionary? I'm asking you.
You condemn that Burhan Wani. Condemn the Burhan Wani was a terrorist.
Condemn the man that you invite for seminars.
Condemn the Naxalites. You would not condemn the Naxalites.
No, I will not.
You will not condemn?
I will not condemn.
Why not?
Why won't you
condemn Burhan Wani first? Begin by condemning Burhan Wani first.
They have taken up arms against the state.
Anybody who has not. अरे भाई जब कोर्ट ही कुछ प्रूव नहीं
You will not condemn anybody.
अरे मैं बोलता हूँ
आपकी मानसिकता से नहीं चलूंगी.
अरे जी, there is a statement that has been given out by this man. This has nothing to do with the court.
देश को तोड़ने वाली मानसिकता है आपकी.
नहीं, there is a statement that he has made.
है आपकी.
It's not
देश को तोड़ने वाली बात है. कब्रिस्तान और शमशान.
Let me tell you something. No, 1 second. I want to come in here, please. I deal with hard facts. I want to lower your faders if you keep shouting like this. 1 second, Varshney. Mr. Varshney, calm down. Mr. Varshney, calm down, please. Calm down. Your fader is down. I just want to read this. JNU student Umar Khalid, who is out on bail in a sedition case on Sunday, kicked off another controversy by comparing Burhan Wani, the Hizbul Mujahideen commander, who was gunned down earlier this week, with a revolutionary. He says, 1 minute, doctor. Now, when I'm putting out the facts, don't try to shout me down. Don't shout down the truth. You've already done a great deal of damage by shouting down patriots. Now don't shout down the truth and the hard fact. He says, and I don't care if I fall as long as someone else picks up my gun and keeps on shooting. These were the words of Che Guevara, but could have just been Burhan Wani's too. He said in a Facebook post which he removed hours later. This is the man we are talking about, and this is the man Mr. Varshney and Doctor, you are defending. And I want to bring in now on this debate General G.D. Bakshi. General G.D. Bakshi, here is the true face of the doctor and Mr. Varshney, the professor. These are the people they invite. These are the individuals they want. It's all on social media.
Rahul, please give me a chance. I will explain.
I'll come to you 1 second. I'll give you a chance.
I think
Let General
somebody
speak.
else also needs a chance here. Thank you.
Why, General Bakshi?
You know, Rahul, the worst sin is hypocrisy. Here are people who condone, encourage and try and promote armed violence in Jammu and Kashmir, the killing of our soldiers, the killing of civilians, the killing of CRPF constables, 75 in one go in the Maoist badlands of Chhattisgarh, and they complain now about violence in their campuses. What is your attitude towards violence? The stark violence which has been going on in Jammu and Kashmir, about the violence and the murder and the slaughter that has been taking place in the Maoist areas of Chhattisgarh.
Stop shouting.
You know,
this is not this is not your DU street.
Let me finish. Let me finish, madam. We will hear you. You talk of debate and dissent. Is the firing, the killing, the rocket launchers debate and discussion? You are talking about Burhan Wani. The slogans for Burhan Wani were shouted in the JNU. And that man is a terrorist with the blood of 5 innocents on his hand. Do you condone that violence? The Maoists killed 75 CRPF. They don't have families. Do you condone that violence? You are encouraging that violence. I'm very sorry. You are encouraging the violence
that the government is on the back foot.
No, because the same person was invited by the Ramjas authorities. The same person who praises Burhan Wani and does not even have the courage of his convictions to stand up but deletes the post is invited by Ramjas. That is the face. That is the face. And I'm saying this. Deny it. Deny it. Deny it. Doctor, deny it. Deny it, doctor, deny it. The Ramjas did not invite
Haryana University, where because there was a plane called there was an attack.
You gloss over that violence. You gloss over that violence.
हर एक चीज का एक ही नारा है उनके पास. उसी तरीके से आपके पास एक ही नारा है.
1 second, doctor.
एक ही नारा है.
Doctor, you're losing your grip on this debate. You're losing your grip, ma'am. You're losing your grip. You're completely losing your grip.
Can I please come in? I patiently heard them. Please allow me.
Yeah. Now, Dr. Patra and Tarek Fatah. 1 second, Tarek Fatah, I want to bring you in.
They have accused the government. I want to come in over here.
1
if
second.
you allow me 20 seconds.
Dr. Patra.
रिपोर्टर्स के पास सिर्फ एक तरीके का
Madam, let me speak, madam.
Doctor, please, this is not some DU street fight. Please calm down, relax. Take a deep breath. I started by saying take a deep breath. But you are shouting and going out of breath, out of ideas and out of arguments. So calm down, please. Take a deep breath. Have a sip of the tea. Reflect a little bit. 1 second. Calm down, sir. Calm down. Dr. Patra and Farooq and Tarek Fatah. 1 minute. Dr. Patra, you first. Go.
See, I just want to tell you as to what exactly Farooq Abdullah said, because we have not read the whole speech of Mr. Farooq Abdullah. Mr. Farooq Abdullah began by saying that those people who are shouting for azaadi in Jammu and Kashmir, they are subserving the idea of Islam. Allah के नाम पर वो ठीक कर रहे हैं. आप ये करते रहिए, अल्लाह आपको जन्नत में स्थान देगा.
जी.
And he went to the extent saying that Jammu and Kashmir is our watan, not state. वो हमारा देश है और देश की आजादी के लिए आप लोग लड़ रहे हैं, अच्छा कर रहे हैं. And to this, Mr. Gani over here says that Mr. Farooq Abdullah was not wrong. Let me tell you, Mr. Farooq Abdullah, Mr. Chidambaram, and the leftist on your panel right now, these people have lost their political ground across the country, and just in order to keep some kind of ground over there, they do not mind even sounding anti-national. My question to Dr. Habib over here is, Dr. Habib, just a second.
know who is anti-national?
No, I'll tell you. These people, please, sir, please don't pelt stones at me. Don't pelt stones at me. I have also freedom of expression. Allow me my freedom of expression. Please don't pelt stones on me. Allow me. Dr. Varshney, allow me to speak. I'm astonished that these people, these very people who said that stone pelting is a democratic method of protest, these same people are laughing shamelessly on your panel today.
We were not.
They were saying that stone pelting is a democratic method of protest.
I want to ask a more basic question, and I want to bring in Tarek Fatah. Mr. Varshney, 1 minute.
Non-stop,
Mr. Varshney, Aram se, Mr. Varshney, calm down. Relax. 1 second.
No, Rahul.
Let me ask a question. Maybe you'll also feel inspired to answer this question in peace if you allow.
You can take serious objections, but first condemn Burhan Wani, condemn Umar Khalid, condemn such kind of slogans. Bharat tere tukde honge. You favor such kind of slogans. Bharat tere tukde honge. And what do you believe? We should be utilizing you. We should be speaking in your favor. My God, such audacity.
Okay. One second. I want to ask
Madam Umar Khalid calls Burhan Wani as a revolutionary. Do you agree or do you dissent? Do you agree or don't you agree? If you don't agree, the debate is over.
Debate is over.
Come on this stage.
Debate is over.
You can hang me. You can hang me.
I am not a leftist from Kerala that will go on
hanging anybody.
People, ma'am.
Don't become emotional.
Madam, I am not a leftist from Kerala to be hanging and killing people. I don't believe in killing and hanging.
Excuse me, 1 second. I want to bring in Tarek Fatah. Tarek Fatah, I'm sorry, you've been kept waiting by obviously...
No, that's okay.
By individuals who promote free speech but don't allow panelists sitting 2 feet to their right or left to speak. But nonetheless, I want to ask you, by justifying violence unleashed by stone pelters, sir, and it's a very simple question. Are netas and activists undermining Gandhi's non-violence philosophy? Now, I am reading this and they say, Farooq Abdullah says, they are giving sacrifices to demand their right. This is our land and we are its rightful owners. And we must pick up the gun and we must fire back. Stone pelters are doing the right thing.
You are not quoting the statement correctly.
Arey, 1 second.
Sorry, you are not
Mr. 1 second. You know it all.
You have not properly.
You know it all. Everyone else is lying.
Which is said.
You can come back and
the statement.
You can come back.
Okay.
You can come back. Relax. Calm down. Tarek Fatah, yes.
You are not quoting the statement correctly. I am saying very responsibly.
I've read the statement.
I'll play out the bite, sir. I'll play out the sound bite. You can keep sitting here and,
it's okay,
telling me what you're telling me.
I
But
heard
nonetheless,
it, son. That's what I'm saying.
Tarek Fatah, I want to ask you, sir, today this huge big argument is being made about ABVP using violence. We don't endorse it. It's condemnable. If they have used violence, terrible. They have used violence, terrible. Our journalist got attacked in that melee.
But the panelists sitting here, they justify ABVP violence.
Arey, calm down. Am I asking you the question? I'm not asking you the questions. Why are you going on and on interrupting?
Sir, go and collect some stones.
One second.
Go and collect some stones.
Yeah, pick
Don't
up some
shout over
stones
here.
and start throwing them. 1 second, because that's your only stock response. 1 second. Tarek Fatah, I'm simply asking you this question. Could you please oblige us? Yes, thank you.
Yes, my position is that Khalid Umar should have been allowed to speak for the simple reason that irrespective of whether he is a supporter of Burhan Wani or not, people should be allowed to judge for themselves how it takes place. Yes. I'm deeply worried as to the lure of violence in any respect, whether it's at JNU or Delhi University or I've been to 2-3 universities where I've seen the culture of physical, which is quite disturbing. But there is a new element in the equation of Indian politics or in Jammu and Kashmir, which was not there when Dr. Farooq Abdullah did his great contribution, I would say, at a time when there was an uprising, which is the introduction of international jihadism and international Islamism within the discourse of Islamic politics. If you listen to Burhan Wani's last statement, it is very different from many of the jihadis who died fighting or who never said this. Burhan Wani's last statement says, I want to establish a caliphate not just in Jammu Kashmir, but in all of India, and I am allied to the Islamic State in Egypt and, in Syria and Iraq. This is a qualitative difference that is again coming not necessarily from within India, but from circles that are beyond India's control, which is a worldwide problem. If we look at this from a partisan point of view, I think the Indian Republic suffers because the issue at hand is there is only one dispute in Kashmir, which is Pakistan's occupation of Gilgit-Baltistan.
Yes.
I never ever hear this simple issue where people come up and say, well, Pakistan is party to the dispute. Pakistan is party to the dispute according to the Shimla Accord because Pakistan has to come up with a decision when is it going to withdraw its army and the 50,000 Chinese troops that have occupied Gilgit-Baltistan. Those are broader issues that get bungled up when we get to campus violence. Or,
and to be honest,
I should be the last one.
Mr. Fatah, let me tell you,
I've been a victim.
This particular DU seminar was called the culture of protest. But people like you are not invited for it, who have actually protested against the illegal occupation and the horrible genocide that is being conducted by Pakistan and its state, for example, in territories that it now has taken over, like POK, Gilgit, all, you know.
Yes, of course it is.
Indian
of course it is. But there has to be a non-partisan point of view that says, irrespective of whether you're on the right or left, that the invasion of jihadi Islam in the body politic of this country will cause a permanent damage from which India will not be able to recover.
And that's the point
Myanmar's
that Dr Abha Dev Habib
of Afghanistan
and Mr Varshney and the other gentleman who has joined us, Aslam Goni, refused to want to accept on the face of it because they are so smug in the belief. They are so smug in the belief that people are playing politics when they call out the secessionists, the separatists, because they are so smug, they are so intellectually superior to everybody else that they will not accept this point of view and they will not even sit down and tell us tonight honestly. I am committed here to the facts and to being upfront. And I say upfront that people who hold up people like Burhan Wani, as great revolutionaries are doing the greatest disservice to this country because those people support a kind of militant jihadism that is not known to this country.
You know, Burhan Wani was supported by whom?
Can I comment?
The BJP
Rahul?
is sitting in the power now.
We killed Burhan Wani. We killed him. That's not we killed him.
He did
not.
That,
Rahul, I want to come in for 30 seconds.
Dr. Abha, do you agree with what Varshney is saying?
That's not true.
Do you believe with what Mr. Varshney is saying? Do you believe him? Do you believe that Burhan Wani was cultivated by the center by the Indian state?
No, but that is pushing it.
Believe that political process must go on in Kashmir.
Anyhow,
I know, but
we
that
move on.
is pushing it.
Rahul, I want to come in for 30 seconds. I have an important point to make.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Dr. Patra, 30 seconds I'm giving you because I need to move on the show to the second debate, which will call out more duplicity and hypocrisy. Yes, Dr.
Dr. Habib, can I please make my 30 seconds?
Dr. Patra, yes.
Because Dr. Varshney has raised a point, I would just like to rebut over here. Look, today, if you would go to the Indian Express, a very interesting piece of article or news, in fact, which we might have missed. They said that in this milieu of what is happening in Ramjas College, one very important seminar that was to take place today in DU, called by the left parties, has been cancelled. And what was the seminar on? The seminar was on how the army rapes the women of Jammu and Kashmir. Just imagine such kind of discourse propagated in our Delhi University campus by a particular ideology. Idea of India is always greater than the ideology of a particular party, let me tell you. And sir, please, sir.
Okay, we're wrapping this up.
So do you believe that army is raping? Do you believe army is raping women?
No.
Do you believe army is? So why have such kind of seminar? Why have such kind of seminar that army is raping women? Why such kind of seminar?
Shocking. Completely shocking.
Exactly.
It's completely shocking. It's unacceptable. And we can sit here and we can talk. No, one second. We can talk very self-convincingly about our rights, etc., under the Constitution. But there is no country in the world which will excuse the kind of anti-nationalism that we see when individuals take up. No country in the world supports any individual standing up and saying that enemies of the state are to be valorized and lionized. We move on. I'm looking at the other big stories of the day, and we come back to part 2 of India Upfront. In Uttar Pradesh, in the 5th phase, voters turned out in good numbers. 57% is the turnout at the end of phase 1. 11 districts witnessed voting to decide the fate of 607 candidates that include Gandhi Bastion, Amethi. It's the test of Rahul Gandhi and the BSP tonight in this phase. Prime Minister launches a veiled attack on the BSP during a rally in Mau. Prime Minister cited jailed politician and BSP candidate Mukhtar Ansari's example to claim that to attack the BSP, saying goons enjoyed political patronage in the area. And after Home Minister Rajnath Singh, Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi drops the minority bomb with a rider. Naqvi says that tickets to minority candidates must be based on performance and not religion, once again breaking away from the party's line. And even as the Muslim cleric who announced a bounty on Tarek Fatah's head roams free, an FIR has been registered against a Muslim scholar on charges of inciting hate. Yes, the Supari cleric is free and Fatah, the intellectual, is booked. We'll come out in just 2 minutes and ask him about this. 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed has, under the scanner of the financial watchdog, Financial Action Task Force, has warned Pakistan to block all income routes of Jamaat-ud-Dawa and its affiliates or face action. And the Madras High Court has issued a notice to Tamil Nadu Chief Minister and the Home Secretary over the trust vote won by Palaniswamy government. The state government has been asked to file its reply by March 10th. The Student Islamic Movement of India Chief Safdar Nagori and 10 others have been awarded life imprisonment in a 2008 sedition case by a special court. The convicts were found guilty of promoting enmity between different groups on grounds of religion. TMC BJP workers clashed in Bengal's Jalpaiguri in the presence of police personnel. The cops stood as mere spectators even as party workers went on a rampage in the area. Well, this is just the other side of the coin. You flip it and you see the hypocrisy. Here you have an individual who exposes radicals, goes out of his way to establish Pakistan's illegal occupation of Indian territory, but is still rewarded with a fatwa. Muslim scholar Tarek Fatah, who is also an Indophile and belongs to Pakistan's Punjab province, finds a 10 lakh bounty on his head announced by a Muslim cleric from Uttar Pradesh. What's shocking is the fact that no action has been taken against the cleric, not even FIR registered against him. It's been 72 hours at last count. And on test now is the law and liberals who claim to advocate free speech in the country. We are seeing a campaign being run by liberals, and rightly so, criticizing individuals who have threatened with rape and other dire consequences a young woman who came out and exercised her right to free speech, but on the net, on Twitter, on Facebook, on other social media, she was trolled by certain individuals. You even had ABVP leaders coming out and in fact criticizing her for making remarks, and some even went to the extent of threatening her. But on the other side, you have an individual who's exercising his right to free speech responsibly. He's taking on conservatives who advocate against freeing Muslim women, who have regressive thoughts on other practices, and worst of all, he takes on those who stand up for Pakistan's treachery. But what happens? A cleric decides to put a bounty on his head, 10 lakhs, to decapitate Tarek Fatah. He's with us, and I just want to ask tonight, is Tarek Fatah's life less valuable than a soldier's daughter's wife, or life rather? I want to ask this question tonight because it's an important point of inflection when it seems that liberals selectively pick and choose who they want to actually stand up for. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous because the last thing we want is a divided liberal community. If we don't unite for the values we espouse and stand up for, you're going to just embolden the fringe out there. So I want to first come out to you, Tarek Fatah. Tarek Fatah, many people say that you upset minorities in this country. You're one yourself, but you upset them because you're just too irreverent. How do you answer to that? One, and two, do you believe that your views are so extreme that you should actually be threatened with death? And what do you think of some of your own community members who do so?
Well, I would plead guilty to being irreverent to anyone who wishes to put my wife, my daughter, or my sister in a black sack, or who blinds women and keeps them in their homes and tells them that this is the word of God, that they should stay in their homes, that they're basically baby-producing machines. I would be irreverent to anyone who sells 12-year-olds in Hyderabad to Gulf sheikhs, or 15-year-old children who are married off and by 17 have their own daughters. A life in which the entire community is being sucked down because every mother that gives birth to a child is herself subjugated not just to the oppression in the supposed Muslim culture, but also because of patriarchy and misogynist attitude of a vast array of forces within India. And all I've done for the 2 months that my show has run, and inshallah will keep on running, is that we've brought Muslims, no non-Muslims involved, Muslims versus Muslims, to debate issues like, say, triple talaq, or temporary marriage that's causing prostitution, putting an Islamic label on muta marriages. We've got issues of, slavery. We've got issues of lack of education. We've got issues of people not being able to read anything about the religion except what the mullah authorizes. We're living in the 12th century in certain neighborhoods of India. And all I'm doing is showing the clerics the mirror. Now, if somebody comes on my show and tells me to my face that you are a kafir deserving death, it's done. Somebody who picks up a shoe and threatens me, or picks up my walking cane and tries to beat another woman on that show. Now that upsets them because they are not used to being questioned. They think the world is a vast mosque. They're supposed to stand, give a lecture, only men, women at the back, if at all they're allowed in.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is universal civil code, no Muslim personal law board, and no law that is over and above the Indian Constitution. And last night when a young woman asked a pertinent question, are you a Muslim first or an Indian? The mullah on my show said, India. No, I'm first a Muslim. And when I said, so what's going to happen when your so-called Ghazwa-i-Hind takes place, which is prophesied that an Islamic army is going to invade India and destroy every Hindu temple and convert every Hindu to Islam, which side will you be on? He was upset that I mentioned this because they don't want the rest of India to know what is Ghazwa-i-Hind. And nobody knows that.
Okay, so let me ask.
That is why they're upset.
Let me ask the Muslim Personal Law Board representative, very senior individual, lawyer and member of the AMILP. Should, sir, and I'm asking you, sir, responsibly tonight, should Tarek Fatah be facing a fatwa such as this for advocating one India, one law, for advocating the things that he says he espouses? And how many fatwas, sir, are you going to actually issue? Because there are millions of Muslim women who actually agree with Tarek Fatah. So I'm asking you.
First of all, I must let you know that I am not representing here the personal law board.
Sure.
You did not You did not call me as a representative because personal law board has got nothing to do with the issue like this. Mr. Tarek Fatah Ali or any other person, board does not comment upon such persons. So whatever I say, I will say in my individual capacity as a lawyer, Muslim lawyer, as an Indian.
So speak as a lawyer.
So far as, you see, your claim that what Mr. Tarek Fatah Ali has been saying is lauded by millions of women. I am surprised where from you have drawn this inference.
So there
only few months back, we had given signed memorandum signed by millions of Muslim women saying that they do not want any change in Shariat law. They do not.
Sir, there are millions of women who have supported petitions. No, 1 second, sir. There are millions of women who have also supported petitions which are now being heard by the Supreme Court, no less, of this country on this issue.
You are wrong. Absolutely wrong, Mr. Rahul. Only a few hundred, not even 200.
Please. No, let's not. Please, sir. Stop hair splitting.
Even
I'm
if it is
asking you a basic question. You're talking about numerals.
But India's population.
Okay, fine. He's not supported by any Muslim women. I'm asking you, does he deserve to die? Does he deserve to die? Does he deserve to be beheaded?
Yes, you ask.
I'm asking you, does he deserve to be beheaded?
I never say. I never say so.
So you condemn the clerics who issued this fatwa?
Nor any Indian laws permits it.
So do you condemn?
Nobody can be condemned.
Do you condemn the cleric?
Nobody can be killed.
No. So do you condemn the cleric?
Islam
under Sharia they can be.
Such persons are killing.
No. Do you condemn? Do you condemn the cleric?
Under Sharia law, you are permitted to kill.
Sharia does not permit such killing.
No. 1 second. Do you condemn the cleric?
If you declare me
do
to
you
be
think
an
the cleric should be arrested?
Sharia law is confined.
No. Zafaryab Jilani. Then tell me something, sir.
No, Mr. Tarek,
you are a lawyer. No, 1 second. You are a lawyer, Mr. Jilani. You are a lawyer. Now I'm asking you, sir, as a responsible lawyer, upholder of the law, someone who argues for the law, should this individual who has issued this fatwa be arrested forthwith? I'm asking you, and will you file a complaint against this man with the police?
Of course, he should be dealt in accordance with law of the land.
So I'm asking you, will you file a complaint tomorrow?
Similarly, Mr. Tarek Fatah
So I'm asking you,
should also be dealt with in accordance with law of the land.
What
is also
law?
Committing offence.
For what?
Speaking crime under the Indian Penal Code.
Why?
So both
what has he done? Offenses. What has he done, sir? Which is so what has he done which is so criminal? I'm asking you. Is challenging the status quo criminal action?
He has hurt the feelings of millions of Muslims.
I'm sorry, prove it. Then tell me, why are those Muslims approaching court for a one nation, one law?
And 505 IPC.
So I'm asking you, why is there a petition that has been moved by responsible Muslims in a court of law? I'm asking you.
Why are you sitting back?
That will be done. Let there be a script of your speech.
No, but you're equating my beheading to your convenience of taking the law. Why haven't you condemned the killing or the threats to behead?
Our court will decide whether your speech is offense or not.
No, sir. We're talking about you. No, sir. You said you speak as an individual.
You are saying against Prophet.
No, of course. Shariat. Absolutely. Shariat is... Absolutely. The lies that you people dwell with to subjugate women is exposed. You stand exposed. Your Muslim personal law board has no legal authority.
Islam is the
none of your writings are legislated.
You are defaming Islam. Islam has never dealt with women in a subjugation.
You have defamed women by keeping polygamy alive. You have allowed people to have 4 wives in this day and age. Would you want your daughter to be the 4th wife of an old Arab sheikh?
How many Muslims
would you want that to happen with your sister?
You are condemning entire country. How many percent?
Why don't you ban polygamy? Why don't you ban polygamy?
No, nothing can be banned. It is permissible in Shariat. In this country, our constitution permits Shariat.
All over the Islamic world, it's banned.
You don't know the Indian constitution.
Except in India.
You don't know.
Except in India, why you blackmail.
Supreme Court is considering the matter.
No, sir, you are used.
You go to the Supreme Court.
No, lawyer, you are used to blackmailing the majority population.
It will be cargoed in a month of May.
Mr. Jilani, let me ask you.
Come on.
Are Saudi Arabians, Pakistanis,
Jilani,
Turkish
come
people
on.
not good Muslims? I'm asking you. Are these three,
Only
the
these
residents,
are- these are
Muslims of
Ashrafi.
these three
Indian
countries
Muslims
not good
do
Muslims?
Not bother about Saudi Arabia.
No, I'm
or
asking you.
Pakistan,
You answer me.
Iraq,
Well, you
Iran.
are, you
that
claim
this
to
We
be
in India
Ashrafi.
are proud to be Muslims. And
No,
we
but
have-
why do you call
we
yourself
have every
Ashrafi?
right to remain Muslims in India.
I'm asking you
No,
a simple
why do you
question.
call yourself Ashrafi Muslim? You claim yourself to be Arab.
Very Ashrafi Muslims, you are wrong. There's nothing like, no, we never
Who
claimed
are you
it.
then?
You are absolutely mistaken.
Ah,
You are
come
misleading the
on.
country.
What is a
There's
Sayyad?
nothing
What is a
like Ashrafi
Siddiqui?
Muslimi.
What is a Rizvi? Qureshi, Hashmi? They're all saying they
This
are
is all
Arabs.
Indian. This
And
is
you
all
sitting
Indian.
here saying that they are
Sayyid is
Indian?
only in Arabia. In Arabia, Sayyid is not used for any
Yes, so go
caste.
to Arabia.
Jilani Sahab,
In
one
India,
second.
we
One
are
second.
affected
When
by
you
General,
say you are
culture,
Arab,
Indian
why are you
casteism.
lecturing me?
Okay.
Take your Arab culture and go to Arabia.
Now let
I
me
believe
ask.
in Indian culture.
Because you are
Aslam
living in the
Goni,
country.
let me ask
You are
Aslam Goni,
misinterpreting
since he has a
Islam.
view on so many things, let me ask Aslam
I am
Goni.
from the
Aslam Goni,
Sindh.
do you
You
support
won't even
Tarek Fatah
recognize it.
tonight? Do you support Tarek Fatah tonight?
मैं एक चीज़ आपको कहूँ, ये तारिक फतेह साहब को मैं बहुत सुनता रहा हूँ और तारिक फतेह साहब मुझे एक, जैसे वो बोलते हैं ना, बेलोटे का पैंदा है। ये इतना इर्रेस्पॉन्सिबल इंसान है और ये समझता है कि मेरे इर्रेस्पॉन्सिबल स्टेटमेंट से ये पॉपुलरिटी लेगा।
नहीं, मैं आपसे पूछूंगा, असलम गोनी, answer the question. Do you think he should be beheaded for the statements he makes?
I just first want to know.
No, don't sit here and insult people because no one is insulting you, Mr. Goni. No one is insulting you.
Him only here to abuse and accuse Islam.
I am not someone who throws stones at the Indian army.
Who
You
is this
may have
Tarek
done
Fatah?
that. I'm not a stone pelter.
I want to ask you, who is this man? Where from he is?
You don't know.
Is he an Indian citizen?
That's not your problem.
What does that? What difference does that make?
Where from you?
Is Taslima Nasreen an Indian citizen? No. But you will all come stand up and support Taslima Nasreen.
Let me tell you something.
You will support
These
several
are
other
the
non-Indians. Like
Rahul.
no, 1 second. You
Rahul,
will
let me
support.
give an
You
example.
will support Pakistani terrorists. They are not Indians. Hello. 1 minute, sir. Excuse me, Mr. Goni.
Just a second.
You will support Pakistanis who are not Indians, but you will question. But you will question Tarek Fatah's nationality. Shame. It's an absolute shame.
Just a second.
No, yes. Tell me if you have, if Rahul, you have given him national.
Well, let me
I'm
tell
asking
you.
you, it's a shame.
Let me tell you who I am.
He's not an
Let me
Indian
tell you.
national.
Shame.
He's not
You don't
Indian
know
national.
anything.
Shame.
You
don't know anything.
You and your ilk, sir, will go and line up and salute Hafiz Saeed. You salute a Pakistani terrorist, but you question someone else's nationality because he gets under your skin, because he calls it as it is.
LET
General Bakshi, come in on this point. This is the hypocrisy that we are witnessing in this country today. Hypocrisy.
Excuse me.
Tell me, Mr.
Rahul, can I kindly have my say?
I am telling you.
Excuse me. Can I ask these very intolerant gentlemen, then can a fourth panelist have a say? अरे साहब, आपकी इजाजत हो तो मैं भी कुछ चंद एक अल्फाज बोल दूं या हुक्म नहीं है आपका?
मुझे किसी का सर्टिफिकेट
No, he won't allow you to speak. You see, he's scared. He's scared that you might come up with a better argument, General. That you might come up with a better argument, that you might show him up as being what he is in obscure.
Better argument is come now. I am asking you. You are not replying.
Excuse me.
I am asking you, who is this Mr.
No. Are you the only person who has the right to speak?
Do you ever ask Hafiz Saeed who he is?
You are getting.
Who is Hafiz Saeed? I'm asking you, who is Hafiz Saeed?
Who has the right to speak and shout?
Who is Hafiz Saeed?
Down.
No, tell me, who is Hafiz Saeed, Mr. Goni? You can ask this gentleman, Tarek Fatwa.
Behind the bars.
No, I'm asking you, who is Hafiz Saeed? Answer me, who is Hafiz
I am
Saeed?
allowed to have my say in a debate that is
Your heart beats for Hafiz Saeed.
Who is Hafiz Saeed? On whose tip of the tongue every day Hafiz Saeed is there.
Yeah. We know.
आपका है चाहने वाला भाई.
General Bakshi.
Excuse me.
He is behind the bar.
Rahul,
that is your problem.
can you, sir, kindly give
I am sorry.
other panelists a chance to have a say? Or otherwise, it is only you who have the right to speak. That is the problem.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
Excuse me. Rahul, the problem in this country is a set of rank hypocritical standards.
Yes.
You know, Tarek Fatah, Taslima Nasreen are judged by one yardstick. On the plea of debate and discussion in the universities, they endorse the killing of innocents in Jammu and Kashmir and Maoist areas. They endorse firing on our armed forces. They endorse the killing of our armed forces personnel. They applaud the killing of 75 CRPF constables, right? And then they talk of free speech. I would like to ask you, please tell me one American university where you have heard slogans in support of Osama bin Laden.
Zero.
Do they not have free speech there?
Zero.
Have you heard one American university
Zero.
where you have heard speeches for the separation of Texas or Alaska
Zero.
from the United States?
Zero.
You will be put behind bars faster than you can say Jack Robinson. The pity is you have been allowed to misuse free speech to promote seditious
Try
agendas.
going to Pakistan and making the statements you chaps make, and they will tell you, we're wrapping this up. You try going across the border to your beloved Pakistan and make the statements you make, you'll be locked up within 30 seconds or you'll be shot and your body will be in a ditch. I wrap it up. I wrap it up on India Upfront tonight.
You have come here in this country.
I am telling you, I am wrapping it up on India Upfront. We are being upfront here tonight. This is the fact. You have just seen the face of hypocrisy, not one but two, as far as this debate goes. And you saw part one.